obviously to be able to strive for the best for every young person and social mobility through education being a mantra, we needed the young people to come to school every day. They needed to come on time, and they needed to feel good about themselves and being able to access their learning on a platform which is very equitable to somebody who comes to school with a fully nourished breakfast and a clean set of uniform to wear. And so we realized that some of our most vulnerable who we needed to support more, not only with parental engagement, but also with trying to get them to aspire to achieve the best they could and have this level of self-belief, that part of the removal of their barriers was more than the academia, but looking at what fed into the academia, what was affecting their attendance, what could be affecting their behaviour, what could be affecting their the opportunities which are presented to them, and why they are saying, no, it's not for me. And rather than saying, yes, I want to secure some leadership skills, which come as a result of being a part of a group or an activity. And so we came down to the fact that the uniform, which was there to represent equality, was still signposting inequality. And for me, if anybody was to ask, why do you have a uniform? It was to say that everybody is neutral. Is trying to put insignificance between somebody who can afford the latest designer compared to somebody who is wearing their school shoes at home as part of their foot attire. But then there was an inequality around the state of the uniform and the kind of the smell which came from the uniform. So as a school, we tried to degrunt, and we have taken the opportunity to wash uniform for identified, and what we have also done to disguise the washing of uniform for targeted pupils who may be vulnerable to poverty hygiene is also to open the doors to really maximize family time or a high work profile families where they don't have enough time in the day to do a laundry service for them. So there is a little bit of masking about why you are washing your uniform in school rather than, well, yes, your uniform's ready and your uniform's ready and your uniform's ready. And people are feeling this kind of, well, I'm not being singled out because of my circumstance, because I'm seeing somebody who is in a big flash car also accessing the service. And what we are seeing is the corridors smell nice, the attendance is great, and our behaviour. These are the indicators, Rahul, which I can only put my finger on to say that these are positive indicators. With a school full of boys and it's a non-selective school, we don't have any fixed term exclusions, we don't have any permanent exclusions. We have happy young people who come to school knowing that we are trying our best for them, and we are getting more and more people on board to be able to now offer this laundry service, to be able to remove some of what is an absolute non-negotiable. And having spoken to one or two young people who have benefited from the service and were part of a targeted process for kind of hygiene poverty, it has changed their life to be able to translate some of their uniform cleanliness to their everyday cleanliness, to their bedsheet cleanliness. And so what has come with this is we've become fully aware that we should never take it for granted that some basic things are being performed in every household, and that every household has got some basic education about what is basic hygiene, and we were very alarmed that for some, when we spoke to them, washing bed sheets every 6 months was a normality. And so for some who are washing their bed sheets every week, it sounded like a different world. And so through this washing of uniform also then opened up a lot of other kind of scenarios saying, goodness me, where is this world going to stop? To be able to say that this education about what is your basic right and what you deserve, and how can we empower you to know what are the non-negotiable basics, to be able to say that on average, a standard person with, no matter what circumstance they're in, they should be exposing themselves to experience the washing of their bed linen at least X amount of times in a period of time. Now, I don't want to say that because I don't want to come across as being prescriptive or judgmental, but wrapped with the laundry service came this kind of, oh my goodness, we lack this basic education in some of our young people and their families about what is deemed to be acceptable. The one thing I finish with is what has been very mind-blowing, and I just want to share this with the panel, is that there is never a judgment on what is being offered by the families to their children, because some of the best, most supportive families are the ones who are going through poverty when it comes to hygiene. So I want to really dispel the myth that hygiene poverty is as a result of bad parenting. Hygiene poverty is because of displaced loyalties. I say no. Some of my best parents, some of my most supportive parents, some of my most aspirational parents, and I'm getting emotional talking about it, are the ones who themselves are wanting the best but just don't have the means to get there at this moment in time. Thank you.